If you have a bigger wrist like me, 8.3 inches, you already know the struggle. A lot of diver watches that look amazing on YouTube suddenly look kind of small in real life. But this one is perfect. Today I'm reviewing the Seiko SBDC055, also known internationally as SPB071, a PADI special edition Prospex diver that's tied directly to Seiko's most important dive watch design. A quick history here, because this part is cool. The 62MAS is Seiko's very first dive watch from 1965. It's basically the grandfather of all Seiko divers. In 2017, Seiko brought back that design in two ways: a more faithful higher-end recreation SLA-017 and then a modern reinterpretation that kept the 62MAS vibe but made it bigger and more modern. So the SPB051 and SPB053 were introduced. One was the black dial and the other one was the blue dial. And then the following year, 2018, the one that I'm reviewing here was introduced as SPB071 or SBDC055. Now in 2020, Seiko again redid the watch and it made it more compact and it improved the movement, and the references were SPB143 and similar kind of references. The watch was made a little bit smaller. Now in 2023, Seiko again recreated the more expensive diver, calling it as JE093, and it brought it back closer to the sizing and details to the original one. It introduced again a better movement that was called Slimline. Now in 2024, Seiko yet again retouched the more medium tier watches and reintroduced SPB 451, 453 and 455 special edition to the Heritage Diver Refresh. It made some changes. It made the watch a little bit smaller, thinner, and just a tiny smaller from lug to lug. But now let's get back to my watch, which was introduced in 2018, SBDC055. And as you can see, it's an amazing watch, beautiful dial. And let's look at the specs first. It's 42.6 millimeters case diameter, 13.8 thick, 20 millimeter lug width, 200 meters water resistance, 6R15 automatic movement with hand winding, and about 50 hours power reserve. It has a beautiful curved sapphire crystal anti-reflective coating on the inner surface to show the beautiful dial. It has the stainless steel case with Seiko super hard coating. It has date, hacking seconds, and a screw case back. And that sapphire crystal matters. Seiko didn't cheap out in this watch. Also, quick note, Seiko lists this as stainless steel with a super hard coating. In real life, that means it's meant to be more scratch resistant than plain steel. It's still steel, you can still scratch it, but it's one of those details that helps the watch to stay nicer, longer if you actually wear it. But as you can see on my watch, it's pretty scratched up from daily wear. I've been wearing it for a few years now, so you can see scratches. Now here's the magic, how it wears. The 42.6 millimeter on paper doesn't sound insane, but the proportion give it real presence. The bezel, the dial, opening and the case shape, it wears like a serious diver. And on my 8.3 inch wrist, it's perfect. It's not oversized, it's not tiny, not cute. It looks like what a dive watch is supposed to look like. Now the dial on this watch is why people stop scrolling and start looking at it. This PADI version has that deep ocean blue tone, and it looks like alive in different lighting. Sometimes it looks almost navy, sometimes it pops, sometimes it's blue as the sky. The hands and indices are pure Seiko diver, bold, legible, and the lume is what you expect. Very strong and very beautiful with different colors of the lume. This is the kind of watch that you can read instantly without even thinking, and it clearly, beautifully tells the time during the day and during the night. Amazing lume. Now I'll just let you enjoy some beautiful lume shots. Amazing, right? Seiko really knows how to do beautiful lume. It's pretty awesome. Now let's talk about the bracelet. It's a mid-tier watch, so it has a little bit better bracelet than regular generic Seikos, which are cheaper. I think the bracelet is about $200. You probably could find one on eBay, but the bracelet definitely is nicer one than the regular ones, but still it's pin and color. But it also has the diver extension. If you are a diver and you're wearing a suit, it does open up, and it gives you, well, maybe extra 3/4 of an inch on your wrist. As the watch was sold, it was sold with these Seiko straps, silicone straps, official ones, blue color. It really makes, if you put it on a silicone strap, it really makes it a tool watch. But I bought it also with a bracelet. It had both, so in that sense I'm lucky. If you really look at the case of this watch, it's a really nice design, very comfortable and looks very nice. And it has these drill lugs, which makes it easy to change from bracelet to the strap and back and forth, much easier. And the bracelet fits really nice next to the watch. So who is this watch for? This is who I think it is for. If you want the 62MAS look, but you don't want something small, if you want a modern specs like sapphire and real diver rating, and if you have a bigger wrist and you're tired of divers that are shrinking down, this is one of those Seikos that doesn't need hype to be good. It's just solid. It's just good by itself. So as we finish some pros and cons, quick and honest, I think it has perfect proportion for larger wrists. The curved sapphire with anti-reflective coating is doing an amazing job for this beautiful dial. Seiko super hard coating on the case, it's so, but it does the job, and it also makes the steel looks a little bit darker. 200-meter dial rating, proven R15 movement, real connection to 1965 diver design, and amazing dial. What are the cons? Not everyone will love the thickness, and if you want the newest movement tech, this might not have it, and it's discontinued, so finding one can take some hunting, and the prices are jumping up on this, really, on the second-hand market. So my final take on this watch, if you have a large wrist and it's basically you want a Seiko that has real presence, this is a perfect watch. It's a nice watch. It has a history, it has presence, and it has good specs. If you really pick this up versus something cheaper, you really notice that this is a quality piece compared to the cheaper Seikos. If you enjoyed this review, subscribe. I do honest watch reviews, and I'm specially focused on how the watches wear on bigger wrists. And tell me in the comments, bracelet or rubber, which one would you wear? And I'll see you in the next one. Take care and God bless.